Yo, what's up, beautiful souls? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. You can call me Mina for short. This will be a mini read. We're going to focus on divine masculines love confessions from their chakra system. So what do they need to confess to either help clear the chakra system, or what do they want to confess that's coming from those centers? Now, y'all know I know a lot more about the gates and different portals of the body, but we're going to focus on these 7. We're going to keep it simple. This is going to be short. There are full-length readings and pick a card readings and all that jazz coming very, very soon. So make sure that you subscribe and that you hit the notification button to be notified when it's posted. And of course, as always, loves, use your discernment, tap into your intuition. You are always responsible for your actions and reactions to these reads. So let's start with the root chakra. We're going to be using my cards, Love Confession Cyber Edition. We have I vow to be committed to you. So divine masculines, and I told you guys, I've been giving y'all the heads up about getting your energy right, them getting their energy right. 2022 is going to be powerful. A lot of tower moments have happened, a couple more to go for some people, but masculines are starting to want stability. They want their divine counterparts. They're tired of dealing with connections, relationships, people, places that just don't feel stable. So now they're like, I realized I had to make a vow to myself to be centered and stable, and then that opens me up to make a vow to you. And I realized commitment is the key. Let's go into their sacral. We have, can you share my life / will you share your life? This is them pretty much saying, I'm willing to give you access to me. I'm willing to open my space, my spiritual space, my physical space, my mental space, and just be open, just be completely raw about everything. And I want to create magic with you. So this isn't just about the pleasure energy, which is of course the sacral energy, the pleasure of connection and the pleasure of oneness. It's wanting to create. So a lot of you might find yourself doing some type of business with your masculine, some type of business, some type of artistic situation. Could be just saying, hey, when we move in together, help me decorate my place. But they don't just want this to be spiritual and on the spiritual plane alone. They want to have things in the physical that they can look back on and go, me and my babe did that. That was our thing. Right? Let's go into the solar. The solar is so funny to me. Sex, come get it. Y'all already know, if you follow me on social media, if you've seen the Insta story reads, if you've seen the reads on TikTok and my, my Instagram page, you already know that the sexual energy is high right now. Masculines are manifesting through their sexual energy. But this is very powerful because instead of manifesting it from the root, they're saying, no, in the root, I want to gain stability first. I don't want to be in flight or fight. I don't want to be in survival mode. In the sacral, I want to create. I want to mold. And this, of course, has this level of fertility and pleasure to it, but it's this beautiful common ground between these two energies. However, in their sun energy, in their solar energy, the core, they're like, I'm manifesting with sexual magic. I don't care if it's through masturbation, 3D, astro sex, whatever. They're manifesting every time they have an intimate thought of you, and it's coming from their illuminated state. So this means illumination in a sexual energy. That is some powerful ish right there. In the heart, as they're doing that, in their heart, they're calling out your name. If they do not know your name because they haven't met you yet, or they only know what you look like, whatever the situation may be, then they're focused on your energy. If they know what you look like, but they can't pronounce your name, then they're focused on your image. But the bottom line is, honey, at the end of the day, they focused. I'm focused, man. That's what I'm hearing. That's Jay-Z. I'm focused, man. That's actually from a Maya song. Even though I want to see how you put that thing on me. Like, they're getting the best of you. They're like, no, you can't run no more, babe. No, because see, now I'm ready to commit. And I'm ready to create some magic. I'm ready to create some pleasure. I'm going to get all that damn access. Intimately, it's going to be mine. This running, this hiding from me is done. This running, this me hiding from you, it's done. Okay? Now, we go from the heart into the throat. What they want to heal so they can communicate with you is they want to be able to tell you they love you. They just don't know how to show it, which means for some of them, it's not that they don't know maybe how to show it. They don't know if they should express it as quickly as what they're feeling. For example, let's say y'all barely know each other, but all these intense emotions are there. They're not trying to just show up at your door like, hey, let's get married tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or hey, have my baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what they're feeling though. So I'm gonna use this comparison. I'm gonna use just friendship for right now. You know when you meet a friend and you've only known them for maybe like an hour, right? And you feel like, wow, I feel like I know this person forever. Within a week, you feel like you've had them in your life for like 5 freaking years. So by the time a year passes, you really can't, it's like hard to remember when they weren't in your life because you've had so much fun and so much going on and so many memories created in that small amount of time that you're just like, I thought you were always here. Well, masculines and divine feminines are also feeling this energy, but masculines are, they're handling, they're action oriented energy. We're flow energy. We flow, we observe, we move, we are in, to be in flow is to be in motion. But we're able to flow through our emotions and come to an understanding sometimes before we react. Whereas masculines, it's like, I just want to get her done. So for them, it's trying to have restraint. It's wanting you in this really crazy way, but being like, man, you only known her for like a month. Calm down. Or you've only been around her intimately maybe for this short amount of time. You can't just, you'll come off crazy. Chill out. So it's like, I love you and I want to tell you I love you, but I don't want to scare you off, or I don't want you to think that I'm bullshitting because it's too fast and it's too quick. But they can't recall you or your energy. Again, if they haven't been around you physically, they can't recall a moment of your energy not being in their life, because truthfully, in divine connections, it has always been there. Especially divine flames, aka twin flames, it's always been there. If you look at each other's lives from childhood and up, you will mirror each other in certain ways. And remember, a mirror isn't always a carbon copy, but you'll find that the similarities, like something crazy might have happened in their life when they were 7, boom, something crazy happened in your life when you were 7 or 11, 7-11. You know what I mean? Like, things match up in these really interesting ways, and it's not you can't just find another connection where something happened that exact same way, right? That's how they feel. So it's hard to not respond to you like you're already an item or like you're already a thing. It's difficult. So now we get into the third eye, and lo and behold, darling, the third eye says, tell me your dreams. I'll tell you my dreams. A lot of dream magic. Remember, they're focusing on that solar sex manifestation energy. They're calling out your name from the heart, right? They know that they want to communicate how they love you. That's a little harder to do in the physical, but darling, baby, it's real easy to do in the other realms. So at this point, they're like, can you open your third eye to me? Can you grant me access even more into your energy? Can you make that space for me? Because I'm gonna make myself comfortable regardless. So you be better just go ahead and agree with it, baby. Go ahead and agree. Because I'm gonna make my way in. It also, of course, means their ambitions. Can you share your ambitions with me? I'll share my ambitions with yours. I bet you'll see that they line up, that they match. Because remember, with that vow, they also have, I want to share my life, right? Not just marriage, but this is soul deep commitment. This is intense. Right? And look at the crown. Hacking your shit. Now, y'all know, for those of you that are used to my deck of cards here, you know that sometimes hacking your shit can be a negative, but it's not in this case. It means two things in this case of what I'm channeling. On one hand, they're very protective of your energy. And they know that they're invading your spiritual space on a regular, and they're connecting and manifesting with your body through sexual astral magic. I know how that sounds, but it is what it is, right? However, they're still cleansing out energies from their immediate atmosphere for some of them. For others, it might just be the space that they're in. It's not so much that they're dealing with like a third party or a karmic or anything like that. It's more like their space isn't right. Maybe your space isn't right. So they're protective. Like, I don't want to invade your energy and then something tries to sneak in through me. Now, you got a powerful soul team backing you. But again, our own actions and our own words and what we choose to acknowledge and not, that all plays a part in just how much those energies are able to give us fair warning or heads up or whatever. And your masculine is very aware of this. The more spiritual they become, it's like they're They're dabbling. They're realizing I am the magician. I'm literally born magic. My divine feminine is literally born magic. Like, come on now. So they're I just feel sorry for anybody that tries to cross you during this time, or anybody that tries to cross them to get to you. This is not going to end well energetically. It's just not going to end well physically for some of them if they ain't careful. Um, but that's a part of it. The other part of it is exactly what it says. They're hacking your shit, your dreams, your everyday existence. I call this the phantom effect, right? So divine feminists that are used to my channel, you know how this goes. You have this capability, but most of the time when you do it, you don't realize you're doing it. Masculines can be that way at first, and then they become very aware and they become more curious and they use it more. And that is the physical touch, the astrophysical touch, which means you feel these phantom sensations that are very real, like a hug, like a kiss, like an embrace. Very real when you wake up. If you had a certain dream, you wake up and the dream feels like it legit happened. I mean, all the sensations and all the bells and whistles that you would typically have if you had just woken up from, extracurricular activities. That's them hacking your energy. It's not hacking to control you, but again, it is to get your emotions and your vibrations to merge well with theirs, so that by the time they come to you for union, or by the time y'all are hanging out, you're familiar with them. Do not confuse this energy, because for some of you who might be dealing with karmics, it's easy to sometimes slip up. For y'all, don't confuse this energy with like succubus, incubus energy. It's not the same. One makes you feel depleted, drained, second guessing life in general. The other actually makes you feel fulfilled. And again, it doesn't hijack you. Even though it says hacking, they're not trying to hijack you. They just want access. That's their main thing, is access, access, access. Access granted, access granted, access granted. Like, let me in, okay? Now, going to the tarot, to clarify hacking for you, we have Five of Pentacles. And this is an intimate deck. Like, so, it's got some nudity and all that jazz in it. But this Five of Pentacles, if you notice the masculine is holding his head. It almost looks like he has a mask on and he wants to rip it off. The divine feminine has her head buried in the sand. Masculines are realizing that they have the ability to get the divine feminine's attention. Yes, you might have awoken first and they're a little late to the party, but they're realizing that maybe your attention isn't fully on them. You're like somewhere else. You're doing your own thing. You're in your own energy. For some of you, it might be being a little too much in a lack mentality, but for others, you're trying to manifest some stuff for yourself. You're working on you, and they're supportive of that energy, of you working on you. However, they don't want you to get to the point where you leave them out in the cold, like you forget all about them and forget all about their energy and just don't give two rats, and then someone else can lure in and leak in or whatever. So in this regard, they're like, I just want your head to come a little bit up out that sand. Like, you're exposed. As you can see, the divine feminine is exposed here. Whatever she's working on, it's he can see it, he can feel it, he can sense it. It's like, but I don't want you to lose complete sight of me. Can you work on, again, can you share your dreams? Can you share your life? Can you share that energy with me? Like, don't leave me out here. At the same time, the masculines are very much in their head, because remember, they said, I love you, I just don't know how to show it. So I have all these intense emotions and I'm an action-oriented energy. And I can't just show up at your spot like, be mine right now. Duh. Some of you might want that, or so you think, until it happens, and then it's all intense, and then you're overwhelmed because you weren't really as prepared as you thought you were. So they're trying to listen to what they feel from you, and they're trying to maybe pace their energy a little bit. Like, I'm getting that, like, not that they're all this, some of them are kind of wild when it comes to intimacy, but it's kind of like the first lover experience, like the virgin-esque experience. Like, let me be gentle with you. Let me ease my way into this situation. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. But at the same time, it's getting hard to bite their tongue. It's getting hard to resist. They want to just rip the mask off and be like, here I am. I've been here the whole time. What we doing? Okay? So if you guys enjoyed a chakra-based reading and you wish to get one for your divine counterpart, leave a message in the comment. Let me know that this is a type of channeling that you would want me to do, and I will create a Love Confessions chakra edition for you guys, and I'll channel different decks when necessary. But that's this reading for now. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls.
Get your copy of Love Confessions Cyber Edition. Link in bio.